Hi, my name's Alex Barron. I'm a solution specialist for Data3 and I'm working around the end user compute suite. If you want to tweet me, if you've got any questions afterwards, you can message me on via Alex Barron. What I want to talk to you today about is just optimizing Vue and a couple of things that you can do around there which will help improve the user experience. Generally, when people are putting together end user compute solution with Vue, it's not the infrastructure that's the problem. It's always image related. They're the things that cause the problems, with slow logons, that kind of thing. We assume you've sized everything. You've been through your assessments, you've looked at everything, you've seen how much CPU, memory you think you're going to need. You've got all this right. So what's the next sort of things you've got to look at? The main thing that a lot of people we see do is network issues. One of the worst things that you can do is auto-quaz. So auto-quaz straight away drops anything UDP to the bottom of the pile. So if you've got an IP phone system, this may be something that you've already enabled to improve your phone quality. By putting auto-quaz on 4172, drop straight to the bottom, your performance is awful. So turn that off, or at least if you're going to do it, retune it so you know that auto-quaz is not going to affect PC over IP traffic coming through. The main thing you want to look at after that then is tuning your actual Windows image, looking at some of the things for that. And there's a lot of things out there, there's a lot of blogs. You've got a Windows 7, Windows 8 optimization guide. There's a PDF available from VMware, and that tells you a lot of things. There's scripts built into the PDF, you can save those, and they're available to run. And when you're looking at putting together the manufacturer's infrastructure, every manufacturer has got some guides on what the best way to do is. If you're going to run Fusion IO cards with or if you're going to run a Nutanix system, then you can put that together, whatever you want to do. And there's always optimization guides and tuning around what the best way is to set up your actual environment. But what you've got to always remember is why you're doing virtual desktop in the first place. The whole reason is end user experience. If that fails, your project fails. So whatever you do to tune that, always keep that at the back of your mind. And the best tool that you can use to do that is available through VMware Flings. So Flings are little bytes of code that people put together, and they're really good little tools to have a look at. And the best one that I've found for tuning the images is the VMware OS optimization tool. Click on the website, it's about a 4 meg download, nice and straightforward. And we're talking about the scripts that are available, even the ones that are in the VMware guides. They're sometimes not the best thing you can do. When you run the script, it turns a lot of things off, what's classed as non-essential Windows services. So if you're looking at turning off the Windows search service, yep, that might speed things up, but then when you try and do an Outlook search, if you've no index servicing and no search service, the search is going to fail for the end user. So you need to make sure that the right services are disabled, not just to improve performance, because you can always improve performance by adding a bit more flash, a bit more memory. That's relatively straightforward to add. But just turning something off for the sake of turning it off isn't always the best idea. So when you look at the OS optimization tool, you can see, you can go through, you can create a template, you can add things in, you can change the default screensavers, and a lot of this is the scripts that are in the actual VMware scripts themselves, and you can amend this, you can add registry keys. So if you find a key that's particular, if you're using a VMX Net3 adapter, you can tune the actual adapter itself to get better performance by changing the windowing. By adding these in, this allows you to test, check everything, and you can analyze an existing machine. So if you've tried this before, you can pull an analysis off the machine, see what's in there, see what's configured. It'll give you some options to look at what you've done. You can see whether you need to turn things back on, especially if you've deployed an image, maybe you've got a few issues and you want to try and troubleshoot that. You can look at this, go through, make the amendments in there, and you can do remote analysis of different PCs. You don't have to have this installed on the PC. And by doing this, this gives you that ability to actually specify what's on. One analogy we've used is if somebody gave you a drink and said, drink this, will make you run faster, the first thing you'd ask is, oh, what's in it? Why would you do the same thing with a script? Oh, run this, it'll make your virtual environment run faster. This lets you break down what it's doing, turn things on, turn things off, and hopefully that will improve your overall end user experience. I just want to thank you for listening. Let's say if you've got any questions, please tweet them over to me. Thanks a lot.